10 queries about Qatar 2022 tournament to be played in November and December. In Qatar, each nation can name a 26-man squad for the tournament and make 5 substitutions per match. Tiebreaker criteria to include the number of cards accrued. The FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 is about to begin, and FIFA Plus has prepared a complete guide containing all the essential information you need to know about the planet's biggest football tournament. The participating countries, the number of players each team can name in their squads and use in matches, the tiebreaker criteria, the rules regarding suspensions for yellow and red cards. When will the tournament be played? The opening game of this World Cup will be between Qatar and Ecuador on 20 November 2022. The final is scheduled for December 18th. It is the first time in 92 years of history that the competition will take place in the final months of the year, instead of the usual summertime in the Northern Hemisphere. The change was made owing to the high temperatures in the months of June and July in the host country. The country chosen to host this World Cup is Qatar. The 64 tournament games will be spread among 8 stadiums in 5 different cities. The Al Bayt Stadium in Al Khor will stage the opening match, while the Lusail Stadium will be the venue for the final. Qatar 2022 will be the first World Cup held in the Middle East and the second one in Asia. Korea Republic and Japan jointly hosted the 2002 World Cup. How many countries are competing? For the last time, the FIFA World Cup will have 32 participating nations. 7 of them, Brazil, Germany, Argentina, France, Uruguay, England and Spain, have won it. The other 25 are aiming for their maiden triumph. Among the previous World Cup winners, only 4-time champions Italy failed to qualify this time. Starting from the next World Cup, which will be hosted by Canada, the United States and Mexico in 2026, the number of teams taking part in the tournament will rise to 48. The 32 participating nations have been placed into 8 groups, each containing 4 teams: Group A, Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, and Netherlands. Group B, England, Iran, United States, and Wales. Group C, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Group D, France, Australia, Denmark, and Tunisia. Group E, Spain, Costa Rica, Germany, and Japan. Group F, Belgium, Canada, Morocco, and Croatia. Group G, Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon. Group H, Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and Korea Republic. Each nation will play against the other teams in their group once. After 3 match days, the 2 teams with the most points, 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw in each group, will progress to the round of 16. The 16 qualifying nations will then play one another in a knockout format, whereby the winner progresses to the next round and the loser goes home. This will involve 3 knockout rounds, last 16, quarterfinals, and semifinals, to decide which 2 teams will play the World Cup final, which will also be a one-off match. Tiebreaker criteria and draws. During the group phase, the tiebreaker rules to decide the order in which teams finish in each section are as follows: 1. Points accrued. 2. Goal difference. 3. Goals scored. 4. Head-to-head results. 5. Fair play. The team that has accumulated the fewest indisciplined points wins. A yellow card equals 1 point. A red card shown for 2 yellows equals 3 points. A direct red card equals 4 points, and a direct red card shown to a player who was already on a yellow equals 5 points. 6. Lots drawn. In the knockout phase, no tiebreaker criteria will attribute victory to either team if the match is drawn. If the score is level after the 90 minutes of normal time, an additional 30 minutes of extra time will be played, and if it is still a draw at the end, there will be a penalty shootout. How many players are taking part? A total of 832 footballers will participate in World Cup 2022. Each nation can register up to 26 players, 3 more than at the last World Cup 4 years ago. The deadline for announcing the squads is November 14th. How many substitutions are allowed per game? In line with the criteria adopted at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, Each team is entitled to make 5 substitutions in each match at the Qatar World Cup. However, each head coach can only interrupt the game on 3 occasions to make the changes. In other words, the 5 substitutions must be made in 3 windows of opportunity. In the knockout phase, each team is entitled to make an extra substitution if extra time is played. What are the rules regarding suspensions? A player who is shown 2 yellow cards in different FIFA World Cup matches will automatically be suspended from his team's next match in the tournament. The same goes for any player who is sent off. Further punishment may be handed out by FIFA's disciplinary committee depending on the seriousness of the offense. After the quarterfinals, all players who have a yellow card shall have this card rescinded for the purpose of suspensions. Therefore, all players will start the semifinals with a clean slate. Who is the tournament mascot? The Qatar World Cup mascot was presented in April 2022 and is called Leeb, an Arabic word that can be loosely translated as super skillful player. The mascot design is based on the traditional headdress worn in Arab culture. What ball will be used? In line with tradition, Adidas, an official sponsor of the FIFA World Cup, has produced a special ball for the tournament. It is called Al-Rihla, an Arabic word that can be loosely translated as the journey.